This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
This is Chambersburg Trojans basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chambersburg Area Senior High School, where tonight it's the Chambersburg Trojans and Harrisburg Cougars. And we are off to a late start tonight. Harrisburg was late arriving, and the JV game did not get underway until about 6:25 tonight. And tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. By Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. By Summit Sports Medicine of Chambersburg and Waynesboro. By the Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road, Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Art Sign Company, serving the area since 1945. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. By the Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports is at thesportspage.blog. By the United States Air Force, aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference. The U.S. Air Force. By Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-up hats, and so much more. By Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas in Chambersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, and by Clyde Tours. Visit ClydeTours.net for complete tour schedule. And today's pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Klein, along with Ed Gottwald. And tonight, two Mid-Penn Commonwealth rivals, a rivalry that goes back, I think, to the beginning of time. Chambersburg and Harrisburg squaring off tonight. Harrisburg currently ranked number 7. Chambersburg number 11 in the District 3 PIAA power rankings. Harrisburg 5-2 in the conference. Chambersburg 4-3, coming off of what was a very disappointing loss at Cumberland Valley on Monday night.
Very much so. I mean, they had that game, a 13-point lead, like midway through the third period, and it looked like everything's going their way. And all of a sudden, they slowed the ball down on offense, and Cumberland Valley started hitting some threes, and then Chambersburg's offense just never got it back in gear. They only had one field goal in the fourth period, and that's just not enough. I mean, Cumberland Valley didn't score that much, but they scored enough to overtake Chambersburg and take a win.
It did, and it was a big win for the Cumberland Valley Eagles. Now, the Trojans are 8-4 on the season, but some interesting numbers surrounding that 8-4. Their 4 losses have come at the hands of Cumberland Valley, Central Dauphin, State College, and Waynesboro. Those teams are a combined 27-5 with an .843 winning percentage.
Yeah.
Okay, now on the other side of the coin, the teams that they have defeated, which is James Buchanan, Mifflin County, Carlisle, CD East, Altoona, Cedar Cliff, Redland, and Gettysburg, are a combined 21-63, 33%.
That's pretty interesting, Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of knew that they really hadn't beaten a good team yet, but I didn't think it was that that Stark. That's a pretty good numbers there.
Yeah, and it is the only team that is at 500 is Gettysburg, 6-6. Everybody else is way below 500.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Chambersburg's talented enough to start beating some of those other teams, but they just seem to have like spells where they just don't play as well as they had the rest of the game, like the Cumberland Valley game, or sometimes their styles don't match up, like maybe against Central Dauphin. I think if they played Waynesburg again, they might beat them because they had 2 starters out for that one. Although, I mean, Waynesburg's got a good team this year, so I can't really say that for sure. But I mean, I think Chambersburg's certainly capable of beating some of those teams, and frankly, they're going to have to, I think. I mean, I think they can win enough games to get into districts, but it's going to be a pretty low seed unless they start beating a few good teams and really help their power ranking.
And that's it. That's where it really hurts you in the district rankings. It's not only how many wins you have, but who they are against that really add up. And they do need some wins against quality opponents.
Yeah, they've got the schedule. I mean, the schedule itself isn't going to hurt them at all. But they got to beat some of those teams.
Yes, they do. They beat everybody below them in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth. They played 3 of the 4 teams above them and lost all 3, Harrisburg being the 4th. So we're halfway through the season, a little more than half, 12 games in the books for Chambersburg.
Yeah.
And we will be coming back with more of our pregame show from Chambersburg Area Senior High School after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the SportsPage.blog.
To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement costs subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in tune at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
The Chambersburg Trojans play here. This is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Okay, welcome back, everyone, to Chambersburg Area Senior High School. Gary Klein with Ed Gottwald as we get set for action here tonight in just a few minutes.
Interestingly enough, Harrisburg shows up late tonight, and we just got their roster. About half the roster is totally different from what we were given.
Yeah.
So I can give you some starters here for Harrisburg. 0 is Romeo McFarland, a 6'0 senior guard. Number 1 is Rynell Gant. Don't have his size or anything because he wasn't on the roster. Number 4 is Davon Lee, a 6'2 junior guard. I know he's a transfer from Bishop McDevitt, and he's been their leading scorer so far. Number 13 is Stephon Chambers, a 6'0 senior guard. And 34 is Knowledge Thompson, and again, he was a late addition to the roster, so we don't have any information on him. Chambersburg starters, I presume are going to be the same ones as usual, but we got the national anthem coming here, so we will just listen to that. We'll be back. Nice rendition of the national anthem there by the choristers. And we're about ready to get going here. Chambersburg looks like their usual starting lineup here will be 25 Terrell Williams, 15 Tyler Collier, 24 Ty Holzapfel, 10 Seth Browse, and 5 Ethan Schreffler.
So we are going to take a brief timeout, and we'll be back with the start of tonight's game after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And their residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollibar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
Today's pregame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. The Trojans controlled the tap, but then the Cougars took it away. And it's Harrisburg with the basketball, and it's Devon Lee. And Lee to the basket. He misses the layup. Tyler Collier, who leads the Trojans in rebounds, brings it down for Chambersburg.
Make one correction. Kyer Morton is in the starting lineup tonight instead of Ethan Schreffler. Don't know whether that's Schreffler being sick or something, or they just want his shooting ability in there. But
and now the ball taken away. The Trojans lose it, and to the basket. It is up and in.
That's Rynell Gant.
So it's Gant, who I believe was a late addition to the roster there.
Yeah, I just I guess I shouldn't opinionate here. I'll just call the game, but that's not very good when you get a roster the day of and two of the guys in the starting lineup aren't even on the roster. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, out of bounds. Yes, it is. They're not even on the roster.
There's 5 changes to the roster, including 2 starters who weren't even on the roster. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so typical. It
is. And
Collier gets a pass inside and gets fouled. He should go to the line for 2 here.
So it'll be Tyler Collier at the line. And the foul was on Dylan Crossan.
Crossan is 6'6". I believe he's Harrisburg's tallest player. 6'4", excuse me. If we can believe that stat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what else can we? Yeah. Collier's got the first one.
I'll stop now.
Yeah. So it's Collier with the first one. And off the back of the glass, and Harrisburg comes away with the rebound. It's Chambers, and he'll work it to Devon Lee. And now over it comes Romeo McFarland. Shot is no good. And there to get the rebound for Chambersburg, it's Ty Holsopple.
Last year, Seth Browse played a game up in Harrisburg when Chambersburg had 2 guards out. He played the entire game and pretty much handled Harrisburg's press the whole time with no turnovers. That was probably the most impressive performance I saw all year.
And from outside, Morton off the back of the glass. It's no good. Williams there to get it back. He puts it up. It won't go. And Harrisburg has the rebound, Dylan Crossan. And we've got a whistle, and it's a turnover.
He stepped out of bounds.
Okay, so the ball back to the Chambersburg Trojans.
As I mentioned, Devon Lee, number 4, transferred in from Bishop McDevitt this year. Another shocking development.
Yeah, that's pretty frequent.
I think I said I was going to stop, didn't I?
Yeah, the list is so long, isn't it? And that is Browse. And the rebound comes down to Devon Lee. And to the basket underneath is no good, and the ball will go back to the Chambersburg Trojans.
They're going to call a foul on that, I believe, yep.
Is it a foul?
Yep.
Okay. Second foul on the Cougars, and the first one of the night on Romeo McFarland.
Crossan was trying to take Collier under the basket and hopefully draw a foul, but Collier played it smart and didn't make the shot and didn't give up the foul.
And there's Williams. Out it comes on the left wing to Browse. Now back over Holsopple, knocked out of bounds by the Cougars. Romeo McFarland got his hand on it.
Now I'm curious about Ethan Schreffler. He's I can't really see well enough over there on the bench to tell if he's on the bench or not. He was out sick he was out with that knee injury for a while earlier this year.
He's currently the Trojans' leader in average. And there's the two-pointer by Collier, and he's fouled. Tyler Collier. Draw the two and go back to the line. Currently leads the Trojans, averaging 12.8 a game since his return. So that would be a big loss for Chambersburg if he was unable to play. And the shot is good, so Collier makes the point a three-point play, and it's a 4-2 lead for the Chambersburg Trojans. And now Harrisburg, and they lose to the basketball. It's taken away by Browse to the basket. It's good, and he's fouled. So Browse will go to the line. He makes a two-pointer.
I do see Ethan Schreffler on the bench, but he does not look like he's dressed ready to go, so I have a feeling we won't see him tonight.
And at the line, here's Seth Browse. And the shot is good. And the Trojans build a 7-2 lead. Okay, I missed. Who is number one? I must have
Number one's Gant.
Oh, that is Gant.
Yeah, Rhino
there
Gant.
it is at the bottom. Okay.
Yep, that's
trying to
one of the ones they missed.
Yeah. And the fight for the basketball is, and it's no good. Chambersburg with the rebound.
Holsopple pulled that one down.
Right there to take it in, and Browse, and he'll get it back to Holsopple. Left side now, Terrell Williams. Gets it to Tyler Collier. Collier, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. And
it's going to be a foul on Harrisburg.
A foul on Harrisburg.
I'm seeing good things here on Chambersburg's offense because last year they brutalized Harrisburg inside with, now I'm going to forget his name. The big guy, Perez. No.
Perez, yes.
And
Joel.
And it looks like they might be trying to do the same thing with Collier this year. They definitely have a size advantage in there. Might as well try to use it.
And it goes back to Williams.
Of course, as soon as I say that, Collier takes a break.
Yeah.
That's a walk on Williams.
And a turnover. Chambersburg will give it back to the Cougars.
Well, one thing I tell you, Harrisburg has 5 team fouls already. Chambersburg has nothing, so that's a good development.
It is. It should put Chambersburg in the bonus, and that is up and good. It is a three-pointer for the Cougars, number 13.
We don't have a 13.
Stephon Chambers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Yeah. You're right.
And back over it comes to Aaron Maynard. He's one that is still around on the Cougar roster. And the shot there is good from Max Doctor. A two-pointer. And it's a 9-5 Trojans lead. And that's Gant driving in, and the ball out of bounds.
It's a blocking foul on Chambersburg.
So that'll be their first foul of the night.
That's on Maynard.
And that's his first. And back out it comes, and that is Chambers. Chambers has 16 threes on the year, 17 after each first one tonight.
Got a pretty good stroke on that shot.
It looked pretty, and that one is up and good. Two-pointer.
That's Lee.
Yeah, Davon Lee.
He can score some points from what I've seen.
Yes, he shot 21 from the three-point line, 16.7 per game to lead the Cougars. And the ball is into the Harrisburg bench, but it was off of the Trojans. So it'll be Cougars basketball. 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Chambersburg with a 9-7 lead.
Got a small lineup there now. Morton came in for Williams. Leaves Holtzapfel and Doctor underneath.
So with Ethan sitting out, apparently was a last-minute decision because he was in the original lineup as the three-pointer goes up and no good. And down it comes Aaron Maynard with the ball for Chambersburg. It's out of double coverage, and Browse with the three-pointer. It's good. Seth Browse with the three. And Seth gets one to fall.
It's good to see.
Yeah, all net, too.
Probably use some offense from him tonight. Without Schreffer's three-point shooting.
Yeah, you talked about him. He's been shooting in some very tough luck this year.
Yeah.
And in it comes. This is Gant off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to the Chambersburg and Max Doctor. And there it is. Outside. Browse another three. This time it's no good. Rebound Morton. Back out. Doctor puts it through. Max Doctor. And Max has done such a good job coming off the bench this year.
I like his shot. He really has a nice form on that. He's got some range, too.
And that's Gant. Cross court it goes to McFarland. And the whistle there. And it's going to be a foul on the Trojans. I think
Browse.
Seth Browse. Yeah,
reach in there.
Want to remind you, dunks for Drew tomorrow night. We'll have doubleheader coverage. Greencastle and Gettysburg tip off at 6, and Chambersburg, Shippensburg to follow here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting tomorrow night. And to the basket, layup there is good. That is Gavin Parson.
Now, if they chance one, they change. It's John McNeil.
Oh, that's right, John McNeil. Yeah. Okay, I forgot to straight Gavin's name out. Okay.
In this case, I think you're forgiven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too many scratch marks on that roster.
There is. It's completely changed. No use to even print it off. And there's the shot up and in. And that is good for Aaron Maynard.
Chambersburg hitting their shot so far.
And the shot there is good. A three-pointer goes down for Avery Cloud. And it's 16-12, the Trojans. As we're inside a minute to play with 52 seconds. That's Collier left side. Back out it comes Browse, top of the circle. Fakes the three. Now gets it off to Maynard, left side. 42 seconds. And to Browse, that shot is up. No good. Fight for the rebound. Tapped around. The Cougars eventually come down with it. Robert Lewis. And the three-pointer at the other end is no good. Running in to get the rebound is Seth Browse.
And with 20 seconds to go in the period, I'll probably just play for one here.
And we're down to 15. And it's Browse again. And over it comes, and here's Morton for the three. It rims out, but the tap in, was that Collier? Doctor, Max Doctor underneath for the two. So I have Doctor for 6 points here.
Yeah.
And 18-12, Chambersburg lead at the end of the first quarter on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Trucks and SUVs, check. Crossovers, check. Vehicles priced under 10 grand, check. Warranties, absolutely. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollibar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
Welcome back, everyone. Chambersburg Area Senior High School, and seems like these changes in Harrisburg, it's coming while the game's in progress. We just got another one. Did he just arrive?
I don't know. Number 2 is Stephon Jones. He's one hit the last three-pointer.
Yeah. And there's the shot from Browse, and it's no good on the three-pointer. A whistle underneath. Couple of players down there.
Not sure what they've called here yet. So it's going to be against Chambersburg.
Tyler Collier, that's his first. Third team foul. And 18-12, Chambersburg lead.
I was hoping that first three-pointer that Browse hit might get him hot here, but he's missed his last two, although they were both pretty close. I hope he doesn't stop shooting them, because I think they're going to let him open a little bit.
And outside, now back it comes, top of the circle, Josh McNeil.
Blocked by Collier.
And now McNeil with the rebound. Loose basketball, and it goes right back to Seth Browse as he takes it the distance underneath. It's no good, but he's fouled. Foul on the Cougars. Browse will be at the line.
Nice clean block by Collier down there. Going to put Browse on the line for 2. And Chambersburg will be in the bonus next foul.
And that's with 7:20 in the second quarter. And Browse misses his first one. Good to be in the bonus. You just need to take advantage of it.
Exactly. Well, they've not been shy about going to the rim tonight. That's how you get. That's how they got most of these.
And the second one by Seth is good. So Browse nails his second one. And it is 19-12. Trojans up by 7. Into the left corner it goes. Now back out top of the circle, John McNeil. Right side to Stephon Jones. And now the three-point attempt there is good. That is from number 4. Lee, yeah. Davon Lee.
Harrisburg looks like a outside-inside team. They're passing the ball inside, but they look to get all their shots outside so far.
There's Browse. And back over it comes now. Williams with the short jumper is good. Terrell Williams for the 2.
Trojans having pretty good ball movement so far. They're finding that guy open in the middle of the lane right now.
And that puts the Trojans up by 6.
Trojans playing a little zone action here.
And it's McNeil. Now it's intercepted. That's Terrell Williams with the basketball, and he's fouled at midcourt.
So he'll go up for a 1-and-1 now.
That's right. Chambersburg in the bonus, so it will send Terrell to the line.
It's interesting to see how Chambersburg works that defensively. Harrisburg's been hitting some threes, so normally you want to do man-to-man off that, but maybe they feel like personnel-wise they're better off.
And it's good. Terrell nails the first one. That will put the Trojans up by 7 at 22-15. And Williams now with his second shot is no good. And the rebound comes down to the Cougars. And the ball is out of bounds, knocked out by Chambersburg.
Looks like Chambersburg's either a 2-3 zone or a 2-1-2. I guess a 2-3.
That's Davon Lee. And now the short jumper is no good. And Tyler Collier gets the rebound off of the missed shot by Lewis. And this is Browse who'll get back to Collier. Now to Browse. Now left side. This is Williams. Browse gave it a look, gets it back to Williams. Loose basketball on the court, rolling, and Harrisburg saves it from going out of bounds. They'll flip it back into Anthony, who goes to McNeil. And now outside three-pointer, and it looks like the Cougars could be very deadly from three-point range. Allie Anthony.
I think that's 4 different guys have hit three-pointers now.
And right side, that's Maynard. And from outside, a three, and I looked away at
Williams.
Terrell Williams.
He's been thinking about taking that the last couple trips down there, and that time he pulled the trigger and knocked it right down.
Trojans back on top by 7. Three-pointer, other end, rims out for the Cougars. And that was Davon Lee. And now this is Browse behind the back dribble as he'll get it to Maynard. To Collier. Max Doctor, jumper, no good. And
Williams foul.
So Williams is going to be guilty of the foul, and turnover for Chambersburg back to Harrisburg. 4:36 to go here in the third quarter.
Kirk Smallwood, the Harrisburg coach, likes to use his deep bench. A lot of players get a lot of time tonight. It looks like at least half of them can hit the three. There's a travel.
Yeah. And it's on Gant, and it'll go back to Chambersburg. Boy, has there been some classic battles over the years with Chambersburg and Harrisburg.
I'd say.
And last year, Chambersburg won 3 games with Harrisburg. It's some kind of a special year when you do that.
Harrisburg's going to the press here now.
And that is Browse, and back over it comes to Maynard. And now this is Browse. And to Maynard.
Harrisburg looks like they're playing a little zone here. Maynard takes a three.
And it's off the back of the glass. No good. Rebound there from Williams. It's no good, and he's fouled. There's a whistle there.
I think he was called for traveling. Okay. I didn't see the signal. It must have been the other referee that called it too.
Okay, so it's back to Harrisburg.
Now, Chambersburg's not gotten the ball inside to Collier for a while. He just went out to take another break, but they were settling for outside shots there for a while. They need to get the ball inside on offense a little more, I think.
That's Gant. Now right side it comes, back out top of the circle. And again, the right side to Lee, or left side to Lee. And Lee feeds it underneath, and the shot rolls out. Oh, my. And now the reverse layup underneath is no good, and the Trojans, after all that, come away with it.
There's a lid on that basket that time. Looked like both of those shots are going to go down.
Yeah. And the Trojans almost had it, but the Cougars take it away again. Gant to the basket. He misses the layup. Holsopple rebound, Chambersburg.
Great defense by Seth Browse that time. He wasn't going to settle for letting Gant get an open layup, and he harassed him the whole time.
And it's Browse, and he double dribble. And here we go, back to Harrisburg. The Trojans have turned it over the last couple of times.
Yeah, they got 8 turnovers already. Harrisburg has 4. Going to bring in Braden Byers and Collier comes back in.
We approach the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter as Cougars bring it across midcourt, and back over it comes to Gant. And now down to Chambers underneath. That shot is no good. And the rebound to the Chambersburg Trojans.
One thing Chambersburg's done well with his zone defense is they rebounded very well. And there's another turnover.
Yes, a loose ball, and Browse tries to get it back. Jump ball, possession arrow, Harrisburg.
Both teams had a good chance to get that ball, but eventually they got the tie up. Chambersburg's lucky. They've had like at least 3 turnovers in a row, but Harrisburg hasn't cut into the deficit at all.
Yeah, they have not capitalized. It's still 7.
So far.
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Keep turning it over, though.
Yeah, sooner or later it's going to get you. Cougars inbounding it under their own basket. And over it comes to Lee. And this is Lee, and almost throws it away. A nice save over there by the Cougars, John Markle. And see what this whistle.
Looks like it's going to be against Chambersburg for a hold inside.
And it's on Braden Byers, his first.
Chambersburg up to 5 team fouls now.
One time Harrisburg was 5-0 in fouls, and Chambersburg is in the bonus.
But they've only got one-on-one opportunity so far.
And out it comes. This is Gant, and puts it up, Lee, and the shot is no good.
They called a charge on him. Yep.
So a turnover for the Cougars. Trojans remain on top, 25-18.
Harrisburg back with the press again.
And that is Williams. And the ball goes to Collier.
Need to get over the line.
And they
turnover
didn't
again.
do it. Yeah.
That's 4 turnovers in 4 possessions now.
And that's something you don't want to do. Very fortunate that so far the Cougars have been unable to capitalize.
Well, Holzapfel made a mistake there. He got the pass right before the midcourt and should just take it right across. That would have taken away the 10-second count. But instead he stopped, and then he couldn't find anybody to pass to. And
from the corner, the three-pointer is no good. And getting the rebound is Aaron Maynard. Maynard across court to Terrell Williams. Down to 1:43 first half. Relatively low scoring first half, 25-18, the Chambersburg lead. And Browse.
They're looking to try to get it to Collier. Now there's another turnover.
And that's 5 in a row, Ed?
5 in a row. I think it's 6 out of the last 7 possessions, too.
Wow.
But they still have that 7-point lead. It's amazing. Just think of all those opportunities they would have had to build that lead if they hadn't turned it over.
Yes, it's just kept the game at 7. And now here's another one by Harrisburg. And they'll get the ball. This is Maynard, left side. Bounce pass, it goes Williams. Now across to Seth Browse. Back to Williams. And this is Collier for the 3, and he's got it. Tyler Collier, 3-pointer, and that will put the Trojans up by 10.
It's not a very high arcing shot, but it got all net.
And we're down to 40 seconds to go. And from outside, that one is good. That was number 2.
Yep.
Number 2 is that's Stephon Jones.
Got to move it, guys. You got to move the pass.
23 seconds on the clock, but they need to get it across.
Yeah, he called a timeout, I think.
Okay, timeout called, and we'll do the same. We'll take time. 20 seconds to go, first half. Chambersburg 28, Harrisburg 21 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals back here at Chambersburg, where there are 20.4 seconds on the clock. The Trojans lead this one 28-21.
That was a good, smart move by. Oh, it is Harrisburg's ball. I think they did call No, they didn't either. They switched out now.
Harrisburg thought it was their ball.
Sean Schreffer called a timeout because that 10-second count was right there at the edge of it.
And this time they managed to get it in. This is Browse. And it's Browse now across midcourt.
They had a chance to set up a play here. They got 10 seconds to get it done, and they're already out of sync, I believe.
Yes.
Down to 5.
And this is Williams to the basket. Underneath, and he's got it.
Great seal-off pick there by, I think it was Collier or Holzapfel, but one of the two. I don't know if that was the play they called, but it worked really nice.
They got back in sync in a hurry on that one, Ed, at the end to save them. And they do come away with the 2-pointers. And now at the end of the first half here in Chambersburg, our score, Chambersburg 30, Harrisburg 21 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollabar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in tune at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
This is Chambersburg Trojans basketball on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals back here at the field house at Chambersburg Area Senior High School, where the Cougars trail the Chambersburg Trojans 30-21. Halftime report brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland community. Second quarter action tonight. Greencastle leads James Buchanan by a score of 26-15. Boys action earlier tonight. The Greencastle girls behind Lydia Chris 22 points defeated James Buchanan 44-39. Altoona and Cumberland Valley are tied 27-all late in the second quarter.
I got a few stats here. As far as scoring, Chambersburg was led the first half by Terrell Williams with 8. Seth Browse and Tyler Collier each had 7. Max Doctor had 6. Aaron Maynard had 2. For Harrisburg, Stephon Jones had 6. Devon Lee 5. 3 each for Ali Anthony and Stephon Chambers. And 2 each for John McNeil and Rynell Gant. Give me 1 second. Chambersburg hit 11 of 20 shots from the field. Harrisburg made 8 out of 23. Harrisburg did not shoot a free throw. Chambersburg was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, I believe.
And it adds up to a 30-21 Chambersburg lead at the half. And we will be back with second half action after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit AntrimInsurancePA.com.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And their residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of Open Mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of Acapella and Unplugged in Tune at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on Open Mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Halftime report brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waitsboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. This is Collier with the ball underneath. Tyler misses it. The ball knocked away. I gave you a score with Cumberland Valley. That was actually late in the game, and the Eagles are up 40-39 with 3 seconds to go. And Altoona ball as the ball is rebounded by Williams. And over it comes. And that is off the back of the glass. No good. Harrisburg rebound. And the other way, the short jumper there by Davon Lee is good.
He's quick. He's got some good moves.
No question, he is. He can.
That's a walk.
And it's going to turn it back to the Cougars.
This press they put on, they've only got a couple turnovers directly from the press, but it's caused a lot of other ones because it's caused Chambersburg to speed up and kind of get out of their rhythm on offense. I think we're going to keep seeing it until Chambersburg starts solving it.
And so far they have not been able to do that. Was it 5 possessions in a row in the first half?
Well, that was even before they put the press on. They did have 5 straight turnovers, yes, but that wasn't press related.
And there's the shot that is up and no good, and Chambersburg comes away with the rebound.
And going to have to keep hoping that Harrisburg stays cold from the field.
And this is Morton for the 3. It's no good. And the fight for the rebound, jump ball, possession, Harrisburg. Or excuse me, Chambersburg.
No, it's going to go to Harrisburg.
Or Harrisburg, yeah. And so the Cougars, who are going right to left across your screen here tonight. And right side, and from way outside, the 3 by Lee is no good. Cougars rebound and miss the shot underneath. And the Trojans have it back, and it's Williams, and he gives it away. Another Trojan turnover. And now the jumper from inside the foul line, it's no good. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Harrisburg ball.
They're just not playing smart. Terrell Williams trying to get down there too fast. I know he wanted to get past the midpoint. That's fine. But I think the Harrisburg guys knew exactly what was coming, and they just picked his pocket.
And right side it
it's comes. Be a foul against Holsopple there.
And Cumberland Valley managed to defeat Altoona 40-39 tonight.
A boys game.
A boys game, yes.
Huh.
And it just ended at Cumberland Valley. And earlier this year, Harrisburg only beat Altoona by 2.
Yeah, Altoona's. I mean, this league, I think 7 of the 8 teams are very competitive.
And the underneath it, that shot is good. And it's Stephon Chambers. And they did look like, a decent ball team Friday night, but didn't get the breaks. And here underneath, and the shot there is no good. Rebound comes down to the Harrisburg Cougars.
Got middle helter-skelter here, and I think that's playing into Harrisburg's favor.
And out of bounds it goes, 5-11. The lead's down to 5 points. At 30-25.
Chambersburg has yet to score in this half, and they're 0 for 4 from the field with 2 turnovers.
And this is Davon Lee.
That's a foul.
Collier.
So that's just one of those fouls you just shake your head and go, why?
Yeah, why was that?
Way far out from the basket. Nothing was going to happen there. Well, at least Collier's not in foul trouble. It's only 2 on him.
As the Cougars will inbound it.
Chambersburg back to playing man-to-man here.
And there's Lee again, the top of the circle.
I take it back. They're still in zone, I believe.
And it goes down for Lee.
What do we got here?
Counts, or is there a foul beforehand?
I'm not sure what they're going to call here. This might be, they're going to give him the basket.
So the shot is good.
I think they gave double fouls there. Yep, that's 3 on Collier now.
Wow. So it was a double foul
They're
on
both
the
going
Trojans.
at it. They're both going at it there for the rebound, and the ball ended up going in the basket. They called both of them for a foul. So Chambersburg gets the ball, but Harrisburg got the point, so they're only down now 3 points.
As the Trojans, who need a bucket here with the basketball.
They're having a lot of trouble getting it over the half court here.
Yes, they are. And this is Williams to the basket. It's good, but Williams for the 2, and he's fouled.
They needed that
badly.
I was just hoping he didn't get called for the charge there, but the other guy's feet were still moving. So
yeah, that's what I was waiting on, Ed. Yep. I was afraid that was what was coming.
Yeah.
And this,
if they do break that press, they're going to have some options like that. But you just have to be smart about when to take them and when not.
And Williams makes the big shot there. And the Trojans are back on top by 6, 33-27. And it's the Cougars. Lee for the 3. It misses everything, but the Cougars rebound and travel with the ball. As Chambers got the rebound, he took the extra step.
Good defense by Maynard there. Just Chambers wanted to go right up for the follow shot, but Maynard didn't give him room, and he ended up shuffling his feet.
And the pass to Maynard. This is Aaron Maynard, left side, back out of Cubs. This is Sprouse. He'll get it to Williams. Williams dribbles in, now gets it back to Browse between the circles. And it's Browse, and over on the right side is Maynard. And this is Holsopple, left side there to Browse. And Doctor turnaround jumper won't go. Holsopple rebounds, and it's fouled.
No, they're calling on him.
It's on Holsopple. Oh, my.
Fouls are piling up here. That's 4 on Chambersburg already. I know Coach Treffler's talking to the official about that one.
Yeah, that's certainly.
I'll put it this way. I didn't see a whole lot of contact in there. He may have pushed off. We couldn't see it from here, but that's what they did call a push.
And it's Lee. And it's over now to the right corner, and the shot from there is no good for McFarland. And the Trojans have the rebound. And left side to Terrell Williams. And, yeah, that's Maynard. Right side it comes to Seth Browse and the Doctor. Max Doctor. And he'll get it to Browse. And this is Holsopple underneath, but he travels before he made the shot.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Look at the Sean Treffler. Man,
I'm very surprised at that. He's allowed to take a step to catch the ball and get possession.
Yeah.
And he went right up.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything wrong with that one at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's 2 questionable calls on the last 2 possessions.
Yeah, that one cost Chambersburg a basket there.
Yeah, it did. Directly. And the three-pointer outside is no good by the Cougars. They'll get the rebound. And the jumper is off the side of the glass, no good. And the Cougars still have it back underneath, and that one won't go. And Holzapfel rebounds for Chambersburg.
Man, they're getting way too many opportunities, but they're not making them, fortunately for Chambersburg.
And Doctor, and he'll throw the ball away. Another Trojans turnover.
Coach Treffer's got to be beside himself over there. They're wasting the chances. That's 4 turnovers already. That's 15 for the game, and we've still got 2+ minutes in the third period. I know you have to assume you're going to have some against Harrisburg, but they're not turnovers that are being caused by Harrisburg in a lot of cases.
And the Cougars with Gant, and it will not go.
And that's going to be a foul against Harrisburg that time, I think. I think so.
Oh,
my, no.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, this is Treffer's going to be close to a technical here. I tell you, that was horrible.
And again, and the foul was called.
Chambersburg had the Harrisburg guy sealed off and got the rebound, and they called it for a foul.
Yeah.
He was in front of him. The ball came down to him. Oh, my.
This is as upset as I've seen Sean Schreffler in a long time.
It takes a lot to get him that mad. There's no question of that.
It does, but he is.
But that's like 3 calls here in the space of about a minute that went against him.
And there is a timeout on the court with 2:02 to go in the third quarter. With the score, Chambersburg 33, Harrisburg 27 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwalls back here at Chambersburg Area Senior High School, where the Trojans are trying to hang on a 6-point lead over the Harrisburg Cougars at 33-27. 2:02 remaining in the third quarter. And it will be Cougars basketball when we come back.
Well, it's still a 6-point lead. I mean, all that stuff is going on. Harrisburg wasn't able to increase their lead, but Chambersburg would have had at least 1 basket in there. They got wiped out. And a couple other rebounds. Harrisburg's got another chance now.
And they have the basketball, and left side it goes, and that is John McNeil. And back out, this is Stephon Jones. And now the baseline jumper, and that won't go. And the Trojans come away with it. This is Max Doctor. Underhanded layup is no good. But
and he called for a charge.
And he got called for the charge.
I think in that case that might have been a good call.
Yeah, right. It was no.
He just made up his mind he's going to the basket and nothing's going to stop him. And unfortunately, there was a defender there. You could, when a kid makes up his mind that early, if you're a defender, you should be able to realize what he's going to do, and you have plenty of time to get there in that spot. That's what happened.
Doctor with his first foul. And the shot outside is no good. Underneath, and the Cougars finally get one to fall. That's McNeil.
They're getting way too many second chances on rebounds.
Oh, they are.
It's they're not. They don't have a height advantage at all. But
and that's Williams. And the rebound comes down to the Cougars. Bounce pass underneath, and it's up and in. That's Rynell Gant. And it's a 2-point ball game. And this is Doctor. He has the ball stripped, but it's going to be Chambersburg ball. Knocked out by the Cougars.
Chambersburg just can't catch a break here. This is reminiscent of the Cumberland Valley second half there.
And that did not end well.
No. I think it definitely hurts their lineup in a game like this without Ethan Schreffler, because he's a good ball handler, and he he can settle the team down a little bit. Schreffler now still talking to the official.
Yes, he is.
That was a big stretch there. There's no question, because Chambersburg would have taken the lead from 6 to 8, and he would have had 2 other chances. Instead, it went back to Harrisburg on a foul, and now Harrisburg's got Chambersburg has 6 fouls, so the next one goes bonus for Harrisburg.
And Browse. And a loose ball, and the Trojans managed to get it back.
See, I'm not sure how that couldn't have been a foul.
And now Browse, a whistle on the baseline. I think it's on the Cougars.
I hold my breath, though.
Yeah.
It is,
Yes,
but geez.
Yeah.
Browse did extend his arm a little bit there. I was hoping that wasn't going to get called. They need a basket bad here.
Yes, it's down to a 2-point game, and the shot is blocked, and the Cougars are going to come away with the basketball.
And Maynard tried to put up a shot among the big guys and got knocked away. Down to 14 seconds here. They can tie it or go ahead.
And they're holding the ball for the last shot. And jumper is up and no good. Underneath it is good for the 2-pointer, as that goes for Robert Lewis. And we end the third quarter in a 33-33 tie on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And the residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends.
Gary Klein, Ed Gottwald's back for the final 8 minutes of regulation. And we are in a 33-33 tie.
Chambersburg needs to find his mojo again on offense because they only had 1 basket in the third quarter. It was a 3-point play by Terrell Williams. That time there's a foul called against Harrisburg. Trying to work it into Collier, which they haven't been able to do since the first quarter. 14 fouls now for Harrisburg. Chambersburg has 6, so Harrisburg will be in a bonus next one.
And back out it comes. This is Collier. And now the 3 is good. Kyrie Morton, and what a big shot there from Morton.
It was. That acted like didn't want to go down, but it finally dropped through.
His first points of the night, and it breaks a stalemate.
He's not shy about shooting, I'll tell you that.
And now Harrisburg with the 3. That was
John McNeil. You got to hold your breath. Look down and see which kid hit it. Then is that the right number, or is that the same kid, or what?
And there is Holzapfel coming up with.
Yeah, he made a nice play to second effort there to get that.
With the basketball, and this is Browse. And back over it comes to Williams. Collier, top of the circle.
There's no question Harrisburg is really playing at a much more intense defense than they were earlier in the game.
Browse, and this is Collier. And back out it comes.
Schreffler's out in the court. There must be some holding going on underneath or something. He's really giving it to that official on that side. Very unusual for Schreffler to be doing that.
Yes, it is. You do not see that at all, but the shot top of the circle there this time for Morton won't go. Rebound.
Man, there's all kinds of bodies flying in there.
And yes, as Williams went up, and I think the foul is on Harrisburg.
It is, but Collier went down in the heap in the lane, and they let play continue, and Williams got the rebound, didn't make the shot, but got fouled. It looks like they're saying it wasn't a shooting foul, but Must have been after he came down with his own follow.
Tied at 36 all with 6:16 to go in this basketball game.
Honestly, I've never seen Sean Schreffler talk to the officials as long as he has in this game. Yeah, Williams is on the line shooting 2 here.
And that one goes no good.
A little in and out action there. Looked like it was going to go down, but didn't.
And now the second one coming from Terrell. And he's got that one. And that puts Chambersburg ahead for the moment, 37-36. And the Cougars with Stephon Jones.
And back to playing that zone.
Now over right side it comes. Back out again. This is Jones. Jones, and that ball stolen by Chambersburg. And that was Morton who got it to Browse. And there in the left side is Terrell Williams. And Doctor to the basket, and it's good.
That's Holzapfel.
Or excuse me, Holzapfel. I apologize.
Yeah.
But it's 2 points, and that's what counts.
I thought that was a possibility of an offensive foul there too, but I think the official actually recognized that Harrisburg guy made a big dive. Thought he was playing in the Spanish Soccer League or something on that one.
39-36 is our score. And down on the baseline, and it's taken away. Chambersburg with the steal.
Tyler Collier made a nice play on that. Got his hand in there and knocked it away.
Trojans can make it a 2-possession game right here as we approach the 5-minute mark in the ball game. And there's Browse out between the circles, loose basketball. Browse able to recover. He'll get it back to Collier. Now this is Kyrie Morton on the right wing.
Boy, Holzapfel
and that shot is blocked partially. Collier had it, and he gets it back, somehow gets it to Holzapfel.
Boy, there's lots of contact they're letting go in here, I'll tell you.
And it's Browse. Seth Browse. Left side, now Collier. He'll get it to Morton.
Holzapfel inside.
And the reverse layup is good. Nice shot. And a 5-point Chambersburg lead.
That's a nice play by Holzapfel there. Instead of trying to force it up on that side of the basket, he took it underneath and got away from his man and hit the reverse layup.
And Kirk Smallwood calls a timeout, and we'll take time with the score. Chambersburg 41, Harrisburg 36 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit AntrimInsurancePA.com.
4:18 remaining here in this basketball game with the Chambersburg Trojans up by a score of 41-36, and it's going to be a travel on Harrisburg underneath. And now it's Kirk Smallwood who's upset.
Well, Lee got underneath there, and he had Williams and Collier right above him. I don't know what he was expecting to be able to do. He wasn't going to be able to get to the basket, and I guess he tried to fake him, and when he did, he traveled.
And
they need to get it across here.
Yes, they do. It's getting close, and a timeout called by Sean Schreffler. So Sean Schreffler had to use that timeout.
Same situation as there was there in the second quarter.
So 41-36 breaking the action, 4:03 to go on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717 597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwal's. Welcome back to Chambersburg, a 5-point Trojan lead as we approach the midway point of the fourth quarter. And this is Browse across midcourt. Seth Browse. Browse to Williams, Tyler Collier. And it's Collier, and he has his pocket picked there by Gant.
Gant saw that coming.
And over it goes to Lee. Now the three-pointer from outside is all net.
That's McNeil.
And another three for McNeil. And the Cougars have cut it to 2. And the Trojans again struggling here, but they managed to break it this time. Holzapfel. And now the jumper by Maynard is no good. Harrisburg rebounds. They fall down. Managed to hang on to the ball.
The last time Maynard got in that situation, he held it, he brought it back out, and they reset the offense. I think maybe that's what they would have preferred in that time too, but he went in and took a shot. He had a shot. Kind of difficult one though.
And we're getting it down to 3 minutes. And the jumper is no good. Rebound, Chambersburg.
Boy, Lee's had an awful lot of shots roll off the rim tonight.
They have. Harrisburg has really missed a lot of opportunities so far. And over it comes. This is Williams.
Boy, they're letting a lot of hand fighting going on inside. I'm really surprised at that.
And it's Collier underneath. Did he get it? No. With foul called on the Cougars, though.
Yep.
So it's a foul on Harrisburg. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Tyler.
Couldn't quite get that one to roll down into the hoop.
Tyler 2 for 4 from the line tonight. And a couple of big ones right here.
I'll tell you, Collier and Holzapfel are going to have bruises tonight after some of the pounding they've been taking inside.
It's like they've been on a football field tonight.
Collier has 2 foul shots here.
Each team now with 6 fouls, and he misses the first one. And that one was the 5th on Dylan Crossan. So he's out of the game.
Well, he's not been much of a factor, though.
He is not, but he's... And the shot there is good.
This also puts Chambersburg in the bonus now, too. Now what's... I think they're saying Collier might be bleeding. Hey, I wonder why.
Yeah, he's hit that floor a few times tonight. 42-39, 3-point game.
That's not a very equitable trade. They bring Collier out and bring in Braden Byers, who doesn't have any kind of the size.
Yes, Byers is...
Hopefully they'll get him patched up pretty quick.
At least 7 inches shorter.
Yeah.
Listed at 6'1". As the Cougars work the ball around outside, off the front of the rim is no good. Williams rebounds. He gets it to Maynard to the basket. It's good. Nice job there by Aaron Maynard getting around the Harrisburg defender to score the 2.
Well, that time he had a little bit better of an opening, and he got a chance to shoot a layup instead of a pull-up jumper. I'd say go ahead and take that one.
5-point lead for the Trojans, 44-39. Underneath and whistle.
Yep, that'll be Williams on the foul.
And Terrell, is that number 3?
It's at least 3.
Yeah.
At least.
That's what I was thinking. 3?
Yep.
44-39. The Chambersburg lead. Robert Lewis to the foul line. And that shot is no good. And Lewis.
I think they have to have the referee check to make sure Collier's got the blood off in there because he goes in for Byers again.
And Now the second one is on the way. And that one is good. And Chambersburg's lead is down to 4 at 44-40. As the Trojans try to get it across midcourt again. And they're in trouble. Ball up, and a timeout has to be called. That's the third timeout Chambersburg has had to use for the very same thing.
Yeah, the one thing I'm noticing is they're not seeing the guy the whole way across the court. Browse eventually did see Maynard, but that was after Schreffer called the timeout. But that guy is available. It's a dangerous pass because you got to throw it all the way across court, but that's the guy that Harrisburg's leaving open.
So the Trojans with that another timeout, 44-40 is our score as the Trojans hanging to the lead. And I think, Ed, has Harrisburg ever led in this ball game at all?
Yeah, they led 2-0.
2-0, and that was about it, I think.
And they tied it at 33-33, and that's it.
Yeah, so other than that, it's been all Chambersburg. This is one you want to hang on to. Well, you want to hang on to all of them, but especially with
it would be crushing if they lost back-to-back games where they held a significant lead in the second half.
It would be, absolutely. And this update brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
As good as this press has been for Harrisburg, Chambersburg has really only broken it for baskets, I think, twice the whole time. That's pretty much been in 2 quarters of play. You got to figure, if Harrisburg's got the extra man out there doing the trapping, you should be able to get a couple fairly easy buckets at the other end, but they've not been able to do that. I think I remember twice.
And this is Tyler Collier as he tries to get it inbounds, and he does to Seth Browse. And now Browse will try to work it across midcourt. And he's there. And Browse now to Collier. Minute 28 to go. This is a 2-possession game. And this is on the baseline, knocked out of bounds, Chambersburg ball. As
Gant thought he had that knocked off Holzapfel, but their official didn't agree.
And this will be Browse to inbound it. And this Terrell Williams. Williams, and the basket there is no good. And the rebound comes down to Harrisburg. Chambersburg missed a golden opportunity there. Out of bounds.
Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
They called a foul on the
They called a foul. The official right at the point didn't call it. The guy on the other side of the court did, and he called it really late. Oh, my goodness.
And he called it on Seth Browse.
And that's the official who I believe that Schreffer's had that long chat with earlier. Man.
My goodness.
I don't like to blame officials for games, but boy, sometimes it's just so obvious that that was just not a good call.
And now it's back to a 3-point game.
It's Devon Lee on the line.
And make it a 2-point game.
I'll say one thing, that official's taken an awful lot of talking to from Schreffer. He's obviously not saying the wrong thing, but normally officials don't let you talk at him that long. Maybe unless he feels like he missed a call.
And this is Seth Browse. We're down to 52 seconds to go. And they get the ball to Holzapfel, to Williams. Williams, Holzapfel. Out right side, it comes to Browse. Trojans are going to make the Cougars foul.
Yeah, they don't have to shoot here if they, as long as they keep possession.
That's the key. Hang on to the ball, and the Cougars do foul.
Well, that's Seth Browse, so that's a good thing for Chambersburg normally.
So Browse will go to the line.
33 seconds left.
And this is a 1-and-1. And boy,
Browse is a guy you'd like to have on the line, no question of that. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Excuse me, 2 for 3.
And his first one is no good, and Harrisburg rebounds. And now Chambersburg is called for the foul. And that is not the scenario you wanted by any stretch.
Man. I will say there was a little bit of contact there, but boy, compared to some of the contact I've seen in this game, that was very slight.
So the Cougars are at the foul line with a chance to tie this ball game.
Stephon Chambers, he's not had a shot, he's not taken a free throw tonight, and he misses.
And the Trojans rebound it, loose basketball on the court.
Now what are they going to call?
If it's jump ball, it's Harrisburg.
I don't know what they've called.
Harrisburg basketball.
Holzapfel got that rebound, and he was bringing it down, and a guy swung his arm and knocked it free. And then they both went for it, and I guess they called a jump ball in Harrisburg's possession.
And
no, actually, it's still Harrisburg's possession. I mean, the arrow is still pointing their way, so they must have called out of bounds on Holzapfel.
We're down to 19 seconds, out of bounds, and this should belong to the Trojans.
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I'm not kidding you. Nice play by Aaron Maynard, but I think it did go off his arm.
And Kirk Smallwood calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 16.8 seconds. Harrisburg with the ball and a chance to tie it or go ahead with a shot here. And this one is going down to the wire as we totally expected. And the Trojans are trying to hang on here tonight against the Harrisburg Cougars. And this update brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Well, if Harrisburg does get a shot off and does not hit it, it all comes down to that rebound. Chambersburg's got to get that rebound because you know they'll foul him. Harrisburg had the ball out under their own basket.
So it's Cougars basketball.
Interesting to see if they go for a three-pointer here to try to win it.
And that's Lee. Now out on the left side. We're down to 10 seconds to go. And coming into the lane, now back out top of the circle. And the jumper goes up and it's good. We have a tie ball game with 0.7 seconds remaining. 0.7 of a second remaining here in regulation in Chambersburg.
I think they might put a little bit back on the clock, but it won't be any more than 2, I don't think.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of time did run off that clock.
Yeah.
It certainly appears we're headed for overtime. And they have put the time back on. 1.5 seconds is back on the scoreboard clock. And the Trojans have led almost every minute of this ball game. As you mentioned, Ed, had not trailed since it's 2-0. And this is the first tie since it was in the, third quarter.
Yeah, well, I'll give Chambersburg some credit on the defense. They played that very well. I think Harrisburg wanted to take a three. They covered the 2 shooters that they wanted to have take it. But Lee's got enough skill. He created his own a shot for himself there. And it was not an easy shot. It was kind of a pull-up jumper, and he dropped it down. Pretty much have to do some kind of long pass here with 1.5 seconds. And they're not even setting up that way, so.
And he's going to let the clock.
The best they can do is get a shot off here over half court, I think.
And this is Collier to inbound it for Chambersburg. Browse puts it up from the other end. So they did not really set anything up.
Well, they didn't have much time to do anything there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds. Trojans did not score. Well, we're going to overtime. With the score, Chambersburg 44, Harrisburg 44 on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
We've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
32 minutes, not enough here tonight. And the Chambersburg Trojans, Harrisburg Cougars head to overtime. Harrisburg tying the ball game with 1.5 seconds left. And we'll have a jump ball with Tyler Collier. And the tap is controlled by Chambersburg, and this is Seth Browse. Jumper won't go. Rebound being tapped around. Back it comes to the Trojans. And this is Collier, and he'll get it back over to Browse. Browse on the right side, back to Collier, top of the circle. Now left side it comes to Maynard. And underneath, Holtz up, oh no, won't go, and Harrisburg has it back.
Instead of going off the backboard that time, he tried to hit a real short jumper. Hit off the rim and came out.
And it's the Cougars now with a chance to take the lead. And that shot is no good. Chambersburg, Seth Browse there to rebound it for the Trojans.
Harrisburg certainly had an open look there, but just didn't put it down.
And that is underneath Collier, and that one won't go, and Harrisburg gets the rebound. Cougars rebound. Tied at 44. Nobody has been able to find the bottom of the net here in this overtime period. And now the Cougars with the basketball, 2:33 in the OT. And the three-point try outside misses, out of bounds, but it's off of Tyler Collier.
They've not been doing as good a job on the boards here in the second half as they were in the first half. Harrisburg's gotten way too many second chances. Not so much on the following shot, but getting possession again.
So to inbound it is Davon Lee. And Harrisburg taking their time. And outside, and now the shot there misses for the Cougars, and Aaron Maynard comes away with the basketball. She'll get it to Seth Browse as we approach the 2-minute mark.
That time Chambersburg did a better job boxing out underneath. Ball was tipped out and Maynard retrieved it.
And looking over right side, they'll get it to Collier on the left. And Collier to the basket, yes! Tyler Collier with the 2 puts the Trojans back on top with 1:41 to go in overtime.
He was determined to get that basket, and it was a good thing he didn't shuffle his feet because he made a lot of moves to get there.
Harrisburg for the 3, it won't go. Terrell Williams rebounds it for Chambersburg. And this is Williams.
Need lots of movement here, guys, because.
And that's Collier. And they get it to Holsopple underneath. Turn around, jumper no good. And here come the Cougars with the basketball at the 1:05 mark.
I almost thought Chambersburg would try to hold the ball again, but.
And it'll be the Cougars that are going to hold it now inside a minute.
3 seconds. I think the Cassius Crazies might have helped on that one.
Yeah, yeah. A 3-second call, a Harrisburg turnover. I think you're right, Ed. That may have been Tyler looking back saying thank you.
Well, now they got to get the ball up court against this press. 55 seconds to go.
Okay. And this is Williams.
This is where they're losing time, right there, where they're losing time.
And
Maynard got it over.
Just in the nick of time.
They got to get Browse the ball.
And this is Williams. Yeah. And a loose basketball, and the Cougars have it to the basket. The shot is no good. And a foul, though, underneath on Chambersburg.
There's a foul on Browse, but again, that was a decent defensive play.
33.3 seconds to go. And this is going to be a 2-shot foul.
Yep. Rynell Gant at the line.
Third foul on Seth. Romeo McFarland at the line. He has a chance to tie this thing up for the Cougars.
It's actually Gant on the line.
Or excuse me, Gant. Number 1.
Yep.
And this is the shot to tie it.
And if he makes this, they're going to be able to put that press on again.
And that shot is good. We have a tie ball game.
33 seconds left.
We're tied at 46. And this is Williams.
Well, they're going to be able to get it over here with no problem this time. Timeout, Chambersburg.
So it's a full timeout. We'll take time as Sean Schreffler goes over the strategy here for the last 27 seconds of overtime. We're tied at 46 on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollibar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. So if your bank hasn't been doing things your way, visit fmtrustonline.com.
Greencastle has defeated James Buchanan tonight, 61-43. And the girls also defeated James Buchanan from Greencastle earlier tonight. 27 seconds to go in this one. We're tied at 46, going for the last shot here, Ed.
Yeah, I would think so. And I mean, Collier's got the bucket in this quarter, or in this overtime period. I wouldn't mind seeing him get it again.
And that's Collier back out to Collier again. We're down to 10 seconds. And Williams will get it to Browse.
Collier has it in the lane now. He's double-teamed.
He's double-teamed. He goes up, and he's fouled.
Yep.
He is fouled with 3.6 seconds to go.
He was mugged, is what he was. So 3.6. He's got 2 foul shots coming.
But regardless what happens, there's still time on the clock for Harrisburg.
There is. Well, he has to make at least one of these, certainly.
And hopefully 2.
Well, it is a 2-shot foul, yes.
Yeah. 46-46. And the first one is good. That gives the Trojans the lead with 3.6 seconds to go.
He looked good on that one.
He sure did. Do it one more time, Tyler. And the second one. It's good. The Trojans lead it by 2. And the timeout is going to be called by, I believe, Harrisburg, as they discuss the final 3.6 seconds here in this one. The Cougars, Kirk Smallwood going over strategy. Chambersburg got the foul they needed, as Collier was fouled, and the Trojans converted with both foul shots, but there's a lot of time left, 3.6 seconds. for the Harrisburg Cougars. And a 2-point Chambersburg lead. And would not at all be surprised if they set up and go for the three-pointer.
Well, this is a question of, do they want to pressure the ball a little bit on the inbounds pass, or just kind of sit back and not give Harrisburg a good shot? They certainly don't want to foul them if they can avoid that. You don't want to have them shooting foul shots, and you obviously don't want to have them hit or get a chance at an open three. I wouldn't be surprised if Harrisburg's trying to look for something like that.
That's my thought.
The big thing is try to delay the ball somehow so they don't really get time to get anything set up. Harrisburg has nobody near the inbounds guy, so they're going to try to throw something long here, I think. That's another timeout.
So Kirk Smallwood again calls time. And apparently did not like what he's seen there.
Yeah, Harrisburg had the guy taking the ball out of bounds under the basket, and everybody else is up at least toward midcourt, which would lead you to believe they're trying for some kind of a long pass. But that might change after we get out of the timeout here.
Could very well. This has been quite a ball game tonight. Maybe not one of the best played games I've ever seen, Ed.
No. But you know, most of the games against Harrisburg, that's the way they are. It's like a taffy pull.
Yeah.
You know they're going to play really good defense, and you know your guards are going to be under stress the whole game. You just got to find a way to gut it out. Harrisburg, Coach Smallwood likes to run a lot of people into the game to keep everybody fresh, and they just, they're quick anyway. But at the end of a game here, it's even more important to, play smart, and Chambersburg's done a decent job of that here. Looks like Harrisburg has sort of the same setup. I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to pass to one guy and then have him hit somebody else going long. Chambersburg has nobody back under the basket. There goes Collier back now.
And there is the pass to midcourt. They work it down outside three-pointer.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Trojans have won it. Oh, my God. I thought it was going down, Ed.
That was John McNeil. He was double-teamed, still got a three-pointer off, and it rattled out. It rattled out. It was thinking about going down.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
And the Trojans escape here tonight.
Man.
My goodness, a lot of turnovers in the ball game for Chambersburg. Tough played ball game. And in the end, in overtime, the Trojans pull this one out and win by a score of 48-46. And we'll be back with our post-game show on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Bring your acapella and unplugged talent to Ice Fest for open mic at the new Franklin County 1130 Center on Saturday, February 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Bring your family and friends to cheer you on. The winner of open mic at Ice Fest will be invited to round 1 of acapella and unplugged in tune at the Capitol Theater. No registration fee. More on open mic and Ice Fest at explorefranklincountypa.com or by contacting 866-646-8060.
At Keystone Ford, we've been selling a lot of Fords, and it's created a serious problem, a ton of trades. So what do? 2 words, big sale. Introducing the New For You sales event. Right now, over 100 pre-owned vehicles, prices slashed, and great values. Go to KeystoneFord.com, pre-owned inventory, and check them out.
for the expert care you deserve. Call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
The U.S. Air Force flies thousands of missions around the world each day and relies on airmen with specialized mechanical training and skills to make it all happen. When you choose a mechanical career in the Air Force, you'll receive extensive training and experience on some of the most advanced equipment in the world. Call Technical Sergeant Hollibar at 717-480-7250 to find out more. That's 717-480-7250.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5. What a basketball game tonight here in Chambersburg, as the Trojans win this one in overtime, 48-46. It was a ball game that the Trojans only trailed once in, 2-0, but it was also a ball game where they came very close to losing on the last shot at the end, and
that was like we said, it was in and out. So Harrisburg got about as much as they could ask for in that shot, and they just about pulled it off. As far as scoring for Chambersburg, Tyler Collier, who scored all 4 points in overtime, ended up with 10 points. Terrell Williams had 12. Leading scorers for Harrisburg were Devon Lee with 13 and John McNeil with 10. And McNeil's the one that launched that three-pointer at the end. It certainly looked good. Harrisburg ended up with 10 turnovers. Chambersburg had 18. Shooting-wise, the Cougars were 17 out of 47 from the field. Chambersburg was 17 out of 39. So that was a game Chambersburg really needed to get. That should help their confidence a little bit too. And that's, what, 4 in a row now for Harrisburg?
Yes,
that's probably been a long time since that's happened.
Oh, my God. Yeah, has it ever happened?
Maybe.
Maybe, but it's been a while, hasn't it? Yes,
if it's ever happened, it's been a while.
If it has ever happened, and what a and that's something for Chambersburg. After losing to Cumberland Valley the way they did on Tuesday, the last thing that you would ever want to see is to have history repeat itself so soon.
You're right. That could have made that could have been bad. That could have carried over into Saturday and next week, because that's two games against two good teams they probably could have won, and at least they won one of them.
They did win one, and the Trojans improved to 9-4 on the season, while the Cougars fall to 7-4. They have another tough game tomorrow night, Ed, with Shippensburg.
Yeah, I hope this snow doesn't mess things up.
I hope not.
We're not supposed to get that much, so I hope that won't. But, yeah, I'm kind of intrigued to see that one.
Yes, that is good. Shippensburg off to a tremendous start. And they'll be the highlight of the Dunks for Drew, the nightcap here.
Trojans better get some sleep tonight.
Yes, they will. And this is a long one here. We're already past 9:30 with the late start and the long game. And and it is. So, and there you have to go talk to Coach Schreffler. And you'll see Coach Schreffler's comments on the sportspage.blog tonight. Ed will have the story for you later on tonight at the sportspage.blog. Cumberland Valley, a 56-53 win over Altoona tonight. CD East over Mifflin County by a score of 73-40. And the Greencastle girls were winners earlier tonight. I've misplaced that score. The boys won by a score of the Greencastle boys by a score of 61-43. And so the Trojans do pick up the victory tonight against the Harrisburg Cougars. And tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com. Our next broadcast comes up tomorrow night, when the Chambersburg Trojans take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds. And we will have doubleheader coverage here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, beginning with the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils game, as the Blue Devils go up against Gettysburg in the first game. That'll get underway at 5:45. Our game probably getting underway around 7:45 or so. Tomorrow night. Operating the camera has been Bernie Stanalosi, and tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com, member FDIC. Post-game show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waitsboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. By Summit Sports Medicine of Chambersburg and Waitsboro. By the Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly, 301 Walker Road, Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy. By Greencastle Eye Care Center. By Art Sign Company. By Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle. By the Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports. By the United States Air Force. Aim high, make a living with a career that makes a difference in the U.S. Air Force. By Olympian Athletics. By Mondor Pharmacy. And by Klein Tours. On behalf of Ed Gottwals and Bernie Stanalosi, operating the Mid-Penn Broadcasting camera tonight, and our entire Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, I'm Gary Klein. Once again, tonight's final score in overtime, Chambersburg 48, Harrisburg 46. It's been a good night, everybody.